Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in. The thought for today is don't try to say that there is no sin, if that's the way that I could say it. And what I mean by that is often what can happen is all of us sin, all of us, make mistakes, all of us sin, as I just said. And what some people will try to do is they can try to say that whatever action they did was not a sin, wasn't against God. And I have found that the problem with this is that then when we get that mindset or when we try to go with that type of thought pattern, what we end up doing is we're denying God from working in our lives. And what I mean by that is simply because we all make mistakes, because we have all sinned, the purpose of Jesus coming and going to the cross for us was because we are sinners, because we have made mistakes, because we aren't right with God all the time, and we don't always make the best choices in honoring God. And that is, why Jesus has come, in one sense of being on the cross. And so if we try to say that certain things aren't sins, then we're saying, well, in a sense, we're saying, well, there was no need for Jesus to have to come because I'm not a sinner, or I haven't done anything wrong, or it's not allowing His grace to work in our lives to show us that in spite of the sins that we've committed, that God has still accepted us because we're trusting in what Jesus has done for us and in not for ourselves. And so it's just a thing that we try to do sometimes, that we think that that's a way that we can work around it. But just remember, again, the thought for the day is if we do acknowledge our sins instead of trying to say, oh, well, that's not a sin, which goes on in the world now a lot, then in one sense what we're doing is we're not allowing God to work in our lives and allowing His grace to cover us. Because remember, all this is about grace. The whole thing of dealing with being accepted by God is because of His grace and not because of some type of righteousness on our own. So be encouraged. Thanks for watching.